Hello, friends. Time to stretch. I clearly haven't made it very far. I'm still in my castaway, what about Bob outfit and with sneakers on. But sometimes we just show up how we show up. So here together, excited to stretch. Nice and easy with your breath. And I love, Lisa, that you fit that in before this. So it's nice to do that first and then get to kind of chill. So with your feet about hip width apart, slide your weight up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels. And then slide the weight onto the heels. Lift the toes. Shift the outside rim of the foot so you feel the inside rim up and off the floor. Starting to think about settling that heart, your mind, your breath. Slide to the inside rim of the foot. And then take your weight to all four quadrants. So you feel the front, the back, side to side connect to the floor. Soften the knees, so just like usual when you come into that, you bend the knees, exaggerate that flexion. And then flex the quads and pull the knees back over the heels. So you're drawing the knees strong over the heels by flexing your quads. And then settle the knees right over the feet. Squeeze your glutes, press your hips forward. So as we press into those hips, you're lengthening the hip flexors through the front by squeezing the glutes. And then send those hips back. Shift your hips to the right. Right? Time crunch. Time crunch, Lisa. I definitely don't want extra weight on these legs. And slide the hips to the left. It's just one day at a time. One day at a time. Life. And then bring those hips center so your hips are right over the knees, right over your feet. Roll the shoulders forward, tilt the chin to the chest. I don't advise it. It's so much better to stretch barefoot, for sure. It's also better, roll your shoulders back, lift your heart, to not hook your life to where you need to wear running shoes to get from place to place. But one lesson at a time. Right ear to the right shoulder. And then left ear to the left shoulder. And then bring your head center. So as we stack the head right over the shoulders, ribs, hips, knees, and feet. Take a deep breath in. Arms come up, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, drop those shoulders. Yeah, that's the truth. Preach. Scoop the belly button in. I just keep saying that to myself. I'm here. Hopefully someone's here. So glad you guys are here tonight. Walk your hands forward. Makes such a big difference to be here together for sure. Don't worry. Low hover. And then press your chest through. Lay your thighs on the floor. Move around a little bit hip to hip. I was trying to think of what's tight today. And I'm like, yes, all of it. So if there's something you need stretched, tape it in, let me know. But I'm just going to scroll through everything real quick. And then bring your body center, look over that right shoulder. When you look over your right shoulder, your left hip flexor extends. And then switch other side. Bring yourselves back center, and then dig your toes into the floor, lift the knees, lift the hips, press back into that down dog, inverted V. Gracie keeps using my mat, so her and I keep sharing all sorts of Gracie treats on my mat. Lift that right foot up towards the ceiling. Now pull your right leg all the way forward. Here we go, Lisa. So you bring that right foot forward and then come all the way up. We're gonna go right into that. So you turn the left toes out. So your feet are perpendicular. Then reach your hands in opposition. So your right hand comes forward, your left hand reaches back, and then bend into your right knee. As you do that, spiral down. So your right hand comes down to the floor. Your left hand comes up towards the ceiling. Pull this left arm back, open up the chest. You can create that bind if you want, leaning into that right side. Big deep breath in. Exhale, release your bind, straighten your right leg. Move around in that a little bit. Slide your hips forward and back. Pull the tailbone up. And then soften your right knee. Lift up, find your balance. Reach that right hand to the ceiling, left hand down the thigh. You're leaning into this right knee, but pulling up and out through that right hand. Big deep breath in. And then exhale, bring your right and left hand back down, spiral. We'll come back to that, just wait. Turn your left foot forward, drop your left knee, flatten your left foot, turn your right toes out. This is that one where you can come on the outer rim of your right foot if you like, and then bring that right hand back behind you. Try and press into this hip so you're leaning into your right knee, teasing that stretch a little bit. Inhale. Exhale, let go of that tension in the hip. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, both hands come down. Turn your right toes back to the front. Dig the left toes into the floor. Lift your body, turn the left toes back out. So we're back into that same stretch. Right hand comes down, left hand comes up. Create that bind if you want. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind, straighten your right leg. Pull the hips back. Inhale. Exhale, soften that right knee. Lift your body nice and tall. Spiral back, that left hand comes down to the left thigh. Right hand to the ceiling. Stretch nice and long through the obliques. See if you can press into that right knee just a little bit deeper. Inhale. And then as you exhale, spiral both hands back down. Straighten out your left foot. Drop your right knee. Let that foot come flat to the mat. Then lift your hands. So as you lift your hands up towards the ceiling, press into this left hip. So you're letting it go. Squeeze the left glute and try and draw the quadricep and the hip flexors a little bit longer. Big deep breath in. Exhale, open up the arms, turn to the right. Keep leaning into this right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, come around the other side. Right hand comes up. Your left hand reaches down to the thigh, the calf, or you can pick up that back foot. Inhale. Exhale, try and go heavy into that hip. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, both hands come down to the floor. Dig your left toes into the floor, lift the knee just one more time. Find your balance. Turn your right toes out, arms come up. Third stretch. So that right foot is forward, your right hand comes down, left hand up. Lean into that right knee. Create that bind if you like. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind, straighten that right leg. Pull those hips back. Inhale. Exhale, soften that right knee. Lift your body one last time. Reach your right hand to the ceiling, left hand down the thigh, lengthening those right obliques. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, spiral the hands back down. This time, straighten out your left foot, step back with your right foot, squeeze your bottom. Low hover. Press your chest through. Extension of the spine, keep your hips up this time. Big deep breath in. Exhale, pull the tailbone up, lift the hips. Float your left leg up towards the ceiling. Now pull that left foot all the way through. In that same series, your left foot is forward. Find your balance, come up. Turn your right toes out so they're perpendicular to one another. Lean into this front leg. So you lean into the left, arms come up in opposition. Trying to take your hands and reach them away from one another. Then take that left hand, reach it down to the floor. Right hand comes up. You can stay there. You can create that bind behind. Find what feels good for you. Inhale. Exhale, release your bind. Straighten that left leg. Pull those hips up and back. Big deep breath in. Exhale, soften your left knee, pull yourself up, spiral back behind. Your right hand comes down to your right thigh. Your left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. So from your hip, obliques, intercostals, nice big stretch, reach back. Inhale. Exhale, spiral down to the floor. Once you bring your hands down, turn your right toes forward, set the right knee down, flatten your right foot. Turn your left toes out. Once again, you can come onto that outer rim if you like, of that outer rim of that left foot, and then reach the left arm back. So you'll get that outer glute, that IT band on that left leg. If you play around, pull into that stretch a little bit, press into that knee, lean out and away just a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, bring both hands back down. Dig your left toes or right foot into the floor. Take your left toes straight ahead. Lift that right knee and then lift your body. Turn the right toes out. Once again, hands in opposition. Scoop the belly in and then bring that left hand down to the floor, right hand to the ceiling. So again, you can have that left elbow on the knee. You can have the hand to the floor. You can create that bind. Find what you like. Inhale. Exhale, release the bind. Straighten your left leg. Pull the hips to the ceiling. Soften your left knee, spiral back, right hand comes to the right thigh, left hand to the ceiling, reaching that left hand up, up, up. Lean into your left knee. Inhale. Exhale, spiral back down. Both hands come to the mat. Turn your right toe center. Drop your right knee, flatten the foot, lift your body up. Now again, in that position, squeeze your right glute, press that hip forward. So you're trying to let go and lengthen into that quadricep and that hip flexor. Big deep breath in. Exhale, release. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, arms out, turn to the left. Nice lengthening of the inner thigh and that hip flexor on the right side. So you're pressing into that so you can deepen that and then rotate towards the right. When you do that, bring your right hand down, left hand up. The right hand can be on your thigh, your calf, or you can pick up that foot. Lean into your left knee. Nice, big, deep breath in. See how far forward you can lean here. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release your right leg. Bring both hands down. Dig the right toes into the floor. Lift the right knee. Step back with the left. Squeeze your behind. Low hover. Press your chest through. Let your hips feel heavy and drop towards the floor. Inverted feet, pull the hips back. Pull the right foot up to the ceiling. Now draw that right leg all the way forward into pigeon. As you come into that stretch, just like always we talk about, you can bring that shin parallel to the edge of the mat, and then your body's going to be a little higher off the floor. You can rock side to side, stretching out that hamstring into that glute. You can tuck the foot and crawl forward. Find where you get a deeper stretch and then play there. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Crawl your hands up. Sit on your right hip. I know why you're late, Jackie, taking care of all my plants. They say thank you. When you bring that left leg out to the side, you're sitting up nice and tall. Now, with that, you can have your right foot staying tucked, or you can come into that rotation out so that you bring that inverted. Some of you feel great in that position and some of you won't like it. So you can play with it, see what you like. Sit your body up nice and tall. Press a little bit into that right hip. Turn towards your left foot and then lean into that. So again, we've played where we have our hands on our foot. You can have your hands at the thigh. If you counter contract, so you're pushing down with your right, it sometimes doesn't take much of a stretch, much of a lean in to get that to deepen. Breathe. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale, let go. Walk your hands back up. Once you walk up nice and tall, take that right leg, reach it out to the side. Once again, that's going to look different on each of us. You go as wide as feels comfortable. If that's wider than I can go for it. If that's a little bit narrower, that's okay too. Then send your hips back a little bit so you're leaning in. And then again, for some, that'll feel like a deep enough stretch through the inner thighs and the hamstrings. And then if you need a little bit more, you can place your hands on the floor. You can place your elbows on the floor. You can bring your forehead down. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, push up into your hands, lift your body nice and tall. Bring the legs in front so you're reaching your legs forward. Take your left hand, bring it towards the right. So for some, that'll be the thigh, some that'll be the shin, some you can grip the foot. Bring your right hand, See if you can bring it over. So I don't know if you can see that. See if you can bring it over to that left hip. Inhale. Exhale, try and press your chest out. So instead of closing up your heart, open up your heart. And switch. Bring that right hand over to the left foot. You may stay there. Or bring that left hand over to the right hip. Same thing. Instead of closing up here, see if you can open that up. A little bit bigger spinal twist. Inhale. As you exhale, sit up nice and tall. Come over onto your left hip for just a moment. Reach back, grab the right. From here, try and keep your legs close together and then pull your top leg, your right leg, as far back as you can. Now kick into your hand. So you apply pressure with your foot into your hand to deepen the stretch. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big deep breath in. Exhale, release it and switch sides. Now compare when you're on the right side. Compare what that feels like on the left. So you square up, reach back, grab the left foot. You may stay or pull that back. And then kick the foot into the hand. Breathe. One more big deep breath in. And then as you exhale, bring that left leg back so it's right on top of the right. Straighten your legs. Rotate over onto your hands and knees. Once again, face the front of your mat. Dig the toes into the floor. Lift your tailbone, inverted V, down dog. High hover, squeeze your bottom. Low hover. Press your chest through, let the hips feel heavy. And press back into that inverted V, down dog. Left foot comes up. That left foot is reaching as far away from the right foot as you can get it. Now pull that left leg all the way through. Once again, you pick, so you're in pigeon on the second side. From there, if I wanted, I could bring my leg so that it's parallel to the edge of the mat. And then my hip, for my flexibility, is going to be a little bit elevated over the floor. So I could stay upright here, feeling that stretch, leaning into my right hip, playing with that a little bit. I can tuck that foot a little, drop down onto my elbows. Everyone has a different tightness, so I want you to find and discover what you need today. Continue to move around until you find that spot that needs some attention. Then linger there and breathe. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back. Once you come up, shift over to your left glute. Take your right leg out to the side. So once again, that might be where you choose to end up, or you invert that left leg. Just even right there, if you rock towards that left hip and push the hip back, you're gonna feel this tightness in the inside thigh on that left side. So again, that could be plenty of a stretch for you, and you could want to just lean in and linger there for a moment. Or you twist towards that right leg, and then you decide how far down you're going to lean. It could be hands, it could be elbows, you could reach for that foot. And breathe. Each exhale, try and release the tightness in that right hamstring. Inhale, exhale. Now crawl your hands back up. Once you do that, seat it nice and tall. Bring that right leg in, bring the left leg in, and then you're going to come into that position where your left foot is tucked under, your left knee is bent, and your right foot comes across that. So again, if your position looks a little bit different than mine, that's okay. Find the position that feels right to you, and then you press into this right hip. And then bring that right hand over, create a little tension, and then twist towards your left. Now try not to let this come off the floor, you'll lose the stretch. So you're driving this down and then twisting your body. Scoop and hollow the abdominals. Inhale. Exhale, let go. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Turn back to center and then just flip the leg. We're almost done, T. So now you have that right foot tucked under, that right knee bent. You pick the position. If it feels good there, go for it. If you can bring that left foot all the way over your right knee, perfect. And then from there, press into your left hip. So you want to feel that bind, feel that connect. You'll feel a tightness in that left inner thigh. Then we use the left arm to create a little tension, a little pressure into the shin, and twist. Scoop your belly button in. With each exhalation, see if you can turn just a little bit larger and release just a little bit more through your low back. One more time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Turn your body back to center. Uncross the legs. We're going to take it down to our supine position, so you're laying all the way down. Now in this one, your right foot is on the left knee. You could stay right here. So if this stretch serves you best, go for it. You could lift the left leg, create a bind, pull the left thigh in towards you, and then press the right knee out. Now your points of deepening the stretch. Flex your right foot. Press your right knee out. And then pull your left knee in. Dig into that tailbone. You can rock a little bit side to side. Inhale. Exhale and switch. Take that left foot on the right knee. So once again, I could pull here. I could lift that right knee. I could bring my hands onto that right thigh, pull my right knee in, press the left knee out. Left foot is flexed. Left knee is away. Right knee is towards. And then press into that tailbone. Rock a little bit right to left. Find where you're tense. Linger there. Inhale. As you exhale, set your right leg down. Keep your left knee tucked. The right leg goes straight. Now in that position, I totally missed that, Lisa. Pigeon is totally the best. I missed that one. I got so excited when I saw Jackie was on here, I missed the one before it. With that left knee tucked in, take that left knee Bring it across the body. So right there, even just right there, your spine, especially if your back is tight, that will be plenty. You can add to it by lifting your left arm. Bring your left arm out to the side. Press your left thigh down with your right hand. And then turn away, look over the left hand. With each exhale, try and let go of this lumbar spine. Move your hand around a little bit and see if you can deepen the stretch by the angle of the arm. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. As you exhale, pull that left knee in towards the chest. You come back onto your back. Now meet the left knee with the right. Then lengthen that left leg out. Bring the right leg across. So again, for some, that's plenty right there. Letting that spine twist. Lift your right hand. And then let your right hand drop out to the right side. Press your left or the right thigh down with your left hand. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let go of the tension in your low back. One more time, big deep breath in. As you exhale, one last stretch, bring that right knee in. Set your right foot down, lengthen it out, turn all the way over so you're on your stomach. Now from there, when we come into that position, you can choose to do one at a time. We'll do 2 rounds. So you reach behind, grab your right foot. If that feels good, stay there. If you want more, grab both. Now we're going to inhale, drop the forehead to your mat. And then exhale, squeeze and lift your feet and your head towards the ceiling. Now it could be that I just have one foot in my hand. That's good. Oh, yay. Me too, Lisa. One side was way tighter than the other today. Push your feet into your hands. Inhale, come down. If you're doing one foot, switch it. Release the right, grab onto the left. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze your behind. That's going to lengthen the hip flexors. Pull up. See how high you can lift your feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come down, release your feet. Slide your hands to the shoulders. And then sink back into your child's pose stretch. Preparing to stand back up. Tuck the hips under. Feel the heaviness of the hips. Drop down towards the feet. Inhale. Exhale, let go. Inhale. As you exhale, slide onto your hands and your knees. Dig your toes into the floor. Lift your hips, press back. You can tread with your feet. You can bend the knees. Find what you need to loosen back up. Walk your hands back. Whatever stress you can let go of, whether that's physical, mental, emotional, leave it here. And then slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button in. Roll your shoulders back and down. Your heart is lifted. Deep breath in, arms up. And exhale one more time. Big deep breath in. and exhale. Give yourselves a hand. Good work tonight, you guys. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you being here. Now, hopefully you can take that. Then whatever you have going on for the rest of the day, you've taken a little break from that, and then you can get back to your stuff. I wanted to see if I could sneak and show Gracie, but let's just see. Be very careful to not startle her. That's her favorite stretch. So feet one way, hands the other. That's kind of like her own spinal twist, right? I feel like, and then she just hangs out there the whole time. So yes, snap, crackle, pop for sure. So with that, both Gracie got her little stretching in, we got our stretching in, and then the rest of your night, hopefully you can move around a little bit freer, a little bit easier in your body. And then again, remember with that, we want to, anything that felt good, if that's that spinal twist, or just rotating your ankles or rotating your wrist, think about how often you could move that into your daily routine. So whether that's in your car, moving your joints a little bit, whether that's when you're at your desk, rotating your ankle, wiggling your toes, just trying to create some blood flow and get some love to the joints when you're stressed and focused on other things, maybe, potentially. Not that any of you are ever stressed, but just in case. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a great rest of the evening. And now I'm going to take my sneakers and we're going to run right out of here. But just know I love and support you. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. It's perfect because then I feel like, Jackie, you got the perfect 20-minute version of it, what it's supposed to be. If I could ever follow the clock. I'm going to set like a timer that has a shock collar attached or something. Maybe that would help me. Probably not though. Many years with the same problem, but I appreciate, thanks, Lisa. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy that you're here with me. So it's way better together, as I always say, but that's truer now than ever before. Have a great evening, you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.